It's the Gospel Spotlight Radio Show. It's the Gospel Spotlight Radio Show.
We are Connecticut's #1 gospel internet radio station on a beautiful Thursday evening. And this is Action First Broadcast. We come your way every Thursday with my man, Dr. Wayne McCray, brother doing a great job every Thursday. And also every Thursday, we bring in a special guest, someone who's a blessing to our community, doing a great job for the body of Christ as well. And tonight we have my man, brother Chris Highsmith. What's up, my brother? God bless you today.
How you guys doing today?
We are blessed, man. We are blessed. Good to have you in the studio, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And welcome to Action First Broadcast. I want to thank everyone that's viewing us on Facebook Live, all those who are listening to the radio station. And also we started our own television network with KMI. And we have the W.J.R.G television network. So those who are viewing us on television, I want you to welcome you as well. But let's get started, Brother Chris. First of all, are you a native of New Haven? Was you born and raised in New Haven?
Yes, but Jerry, can I say something?
Go ahead, brother,
I just want to acknowledge my wife for 42 years, Gloria. She's been my rock, and there's nothing I can do without her. I just want to get that out there first.
Okay.
I know, yes, I've been living in New Haven 64 years.
64 years, all right, man.
Born and raised in New Haven.
Born and raised in New Haven. Now, what was it like growing up, man? Because your brother, Gary, he's the superintendent of Hampton High School. What was it like growing up, man? Did your parents influence y'all, inspire y'all coming up? Because you're doing a great job as well. What's up?
I'm going to tell you how I was growing up. Around the age of 9, we was playing football in the middle of the street like all the kids do, baseball, basketball, football. We did all that in the middle of the street.
Okay.
At 9 years old, there was a parked car that's right in front of the house. I ran around the parked car because I was about 9 years old. It had a jagged edge sticking out of the bumper. I ran around that car. It ripped my arm open, and I had to get 15 stitches. And I still got that nasty scar right here as a reminder. But we were tough back. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel it. It felt like a scratch.
Okay.
My mother went crazy when she seen it. She rushed me to the hospital. I got 15 stitches. So I'm out next day playing with the bandages on. I jump over a fence and I rip the bandage that they just put on. But this is what we did when we were kids.
Right. We're just having fun, though.
Right.
You're having fun. I mean, maybe that wasn't fun, but being kids, especially being boys, we're gonna do certain things, that boys do.
Right? Jerry, I got one more before you continue.
Go ahead.
Age of 13 to 14, around that age, we used to play in the junkyard. It used to be a car junkyard at Washington and Boulevard. Remember Fat Albert?
Oh, yeah.
That was us. So we're in there, and they got guard attack dogs in it. One spots us. He starts chasing us. And then we run, but a friend of mine had an antenna. He broke it off the car. They had cars in it. He waved at the dog. The dog ran. I went into the dog house. It was a female, and she had puppies. German Shepherd, black German Shepherd. I grabbed one, and then the next thing I heard somebody said, "Get out of here, I got a gun." The owner came out. I took that puppy, and we ran. I scaled that fence with the puppy in my arm, took it home. My mother said, "That dog barks him. Get rid of him." I took the dog back 2 weeks later. I said, "My mother said I can't have it." He said, "No, you can keep it." She said, "I can have it." I said, "What happened to your wrist?" He said, "I was chasing you kids, and I cut my wrist trying to jump over the fence to get you guys." And that's that. That's my childhood right there.
My man. Well, like I said, we all have experiences, being
good old days.
Yeah, good old days, being kids and being boys growing up. Now I understand, man. You like to draw cartoons, or you a cartoon drawer. What made you decide to get into that, man? I know they had to start when you was a kid.
Yeah,
the color,
there you go.
Crayons, or what happened?
I started when I was 9 years old. When you live in an inner city, you don't have a lot of opportunities to go to any technical schools for drawing.
Okay.
So I started teaching myself after a while, and then in 2002, I actually I landed a job at Creative Arts Workshop, and I was working full time at the time, and I created my own drawing system called Cartooning the Easy Way. I got over 7 million views on YouTube right now. As far as the animation bit, I taught myself animation and drawing. And sometimes you're born with a gift, and you have to capitalize on that gift. And I wanted to share it. So in 2006, I got together with my best students, and we created a comic book because kids didn't want to read. So in 2006, I said, okay, let me get the best kids together. I made up a story, and it's called Urban Beast Hunter. And I made this comic book to encourage kids to read. Kids that will not read will pick up this book and read it. And that's why I created Urban Beast Hunters, the comic book.
So Chris, what are some of the challenges, would you say, some of these young kids are facing today? Like I said, when we was coming up, they had a lot of different cartoons. I mean,
Right.
times are different. Now you got social media, you got Facebook, Twitter, all these other gadgets that kids can do. When we was there, most times either one television that we all had to watch.
We had 3 channels.
Right, 3 channels.
UHF, ABC,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
other turn the 62 order and turn the antenna on.
Right,
That's what
and
we had.
I'm going to ask you later, who was your favorite cartoon since you're into cartoons? What's some of the challenges kids are facing today?
It's got to be crime and violence. I think that's one of the biggest issues. Right? And family structure has broken down.
Okay.
We used to have a mom
Let's
and
talk
pop.
about that. Right.
We had a mom and pops in what the 60s and 70s. Now the family structure has broken down, and boys need men. I mean, women do a good job of raising boys, but boys need that male role model. You actually need that, and I think that's what's lacking. And a lot of times, us adults as black men, we let them down. It's not all their fault. We're not there to support them.
Okay.
So some of the blame is on us for not supporting our young black boys.
A lot of the blame is on us.
Yeah, because I was on my son. My son is in his 30s. Day one, I made sure I nurtured him to be a productive member of society. Me and my wife. That was the rule. His only rule in life I gave my son: never cause your mother no grief. I don't want to see you in court. I don't want to see you in the news. And he lived up to that. That was his only rule: stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble.
I don't want to see you in the system.
So, like I said, because you were saying a lot of the fathers, because like I tell a lot of people, we produce a generation.
We do.
All right, and some of the good, some of the bad. But so we got to play, like, a lot of that blood is on our hands.
Right.
Because a lot of these kids and grandkids are a product of us. So and I got to say, the uncles, the aunts, everybody play a role. Take a whole village.
There you go. And that's what it is.
Even if dad's not around, the uncle should step up. That's what the uncle job, a good uncle.
And it's
not
not happening.
Bob. Got to be somebody that's going to be in the kid's life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's good though, because I do that all the time with my niece and nephews. We from when they were young, I used to ride them in the back of my pickup truck in the 90s. From the younger ones would sit inside the truck, Jerry.
Okay.
But the older ones would sit on the outside. But back then, I don't think seatbelts was a big law back in the 90s. And we used to I put them all in the back of the truck.
On the back.
Yeah, and that's what we did until they become adults. And then I took their kids and did the same thing.
Okay, we're speaking live with Brother Chris Highsmith, and this is Action First broadcast on W.J.R.G radio and also W.J.R.G television network, along with Dr. Wayne McCray. And this guy and your brother as well. And how many other siblings you got? Just you and Gary?
There's 6 of us.
6 of us? All right,
Yeah.
6 of y'all. Okay.
Yeah. Back in the day, you had 12, 6. Come on, y'all. 60s and 70s. Some of y'all have 24 kids.
Oh,
Come on,
God.
we know, because when you got in the family fights, if your big brother beat me up, I go get my big brother. That's how we got down. It ain't like that no more. But
It's not like that.
Jerry, come on.
No,
you always got your bigger brother or
agree.
sister to handle things.
I agree. I got to admit, when I was coming up, I got to say this. I'm saying this respectfully. Even though I was a little guy,
Right.
I always had respect.
Right.
And I grew up in the hill section my whole life, raised on Dixwell Avenue because my father had a store on Dixwell.
There you
So
go.
between the Dixwell and the hill, I was on both sides.
Right.
So I knew everybody on both sides. And they always respected me because I was in the community
Right.
doing certain things.
There you go.
So, but they always had bullies out there. Somebody always trying to bully somebody, but
Yep.
that's why I would have changed, say respect.
There you
So
go.
I got to change. I would say respect
There you
because
go.
I want people to respect one another. That's the key. Now let's talk about your what we call it, urban beasts.
Urban Beast Hunters.
Yeah, let's talk about that now. When did that start?
That started in 2006, where I was teaching cartooning at Creative Arts in 2002. And then I noticed kids don't like to read. You can put a book in front. So I said, let me come up with a comic book that would encourage reading. So I got together my best students. I had some make the supervillains, some make the superheroes. And remember, Jerry, this was diverse. I had male, female, black, white, Spanish, Asian, Middle Eastern. It was like the United Nation in my cartoon class. Because we have kids from every background, rich, poor. They all came together to complete a task. Why can't politics do that now? But I'm not going to get into that right now. But this is what we do. And I created this book with a lot of intensive reading. And it's online. You can go to facebook.com, All-Star Art Coalition. And you can actually see the book. I got the digital version up on that. And I actually printed paperback versions. And I'm giving them out for free to anybody that wants them. It's called Urban Beast Hunters.
And it's funny because my pastor, when he be preaching sometimes, and he talks about the Bible, he said, why some people don't like to read the Bible, you don't have no pictures in it.
There you go. There you go.
and you hit the nail on the head. You said people don't like to read, but you give them something with a picture on it.
Bingo. That was my point. That was exactly my mission.
Oh, wow.
To encourage kids to read through art. That's my mission.
Okay, now teaching cartoons, all right, I guess you got to be creative. I mean, could you just come up with something if someone called you up and said, Chris, we want to do an animated show, and could you come up with create a cartoon? And
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Go ahead.
My class was based on, I taught it for 11 years. It was based on creating your own images.
Okay.
That was the purpose, creating your own images. What I use diagrams and give them like a framework to create their own. And I worked with hundreds of kids, and we have hundreds of images. And that was the purpose, to create your own. I mean, there's a technique too. So I created cartooning the easy way, where I use circles, lines, and curves to create any image. You can create thousands from that image. And that was my specialty. They're teaching you how to create your own images. A lot of people don't do that. So what? You can copy and draw something. That's not your image. That's not creative. You're just copying. But for somebody to actually create from scratch,
right.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just like, I tell folks I'm into music,
right?
But I never wrote a song. Somebody had to create the music.
There you go.
The words, the lyrics. Somebody had to arrange it. And my job when I get it, I got the ear to hear music.
There you go.
I know what songs to play on.
Somebody had to do it.
Somebody had to start it.
There you go.
It's like, well, what was your favorite cartoon growing up?
I used to love Speedy Gonzalez because he was little like me. He was fast. I'm little and I'm fast. Speedy Gonzalez was so cool.
Dr. Wade, you remember Speedy Gonzalez?
You couldn't catch him. He was just so. And Mighty Mouse was cool too.
Mighty Mouse like me. Yep.
And the Road Runner.
And the Road Runner. My favorite one was the Flintstones.
There you go.
Let's go watch the Flintstones. You know what I'm saying?
And Jetsons without
that's all there is.
Hanna-Barbera was big on
cartoons. Now the kids watch cartoons now.
They watch a lot of anime.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the kids are into now. They don't really watch the stuff that we watch, but that's the way it is now.
One of the things I think that is very powerful in storytelling. And and with animation, it gives a different feel,
right?
Because because of the animation process,
right?
So people are prone to respond in a different manner, right? Puts them in a different mindset. I think that is key. And to tell the story in our community, animation is a good tool.
It's a good thing.
And Wayne, animation is tough to do. A 2-minute clip can take 2 to 3 months to do. And I started with flip books in the 60s and 70s that had, you draw each picture.
Right.
And I started with the flip books, but now I got software that does that. But it was a pain in the butt because you have to draw each individual picture, and you need thousands to make like a 60-second clip. People have no idea what goes into animation. It's a lot of work.
Now, I know we're live on Facebook, and we are live on the Roku channel. My pastor just texted me, so we're live on television right now. Did you have something you want to show the urban beast hunter?
Okay.
Some of your
I have the images.
You got the image up there already?
Yeah.
So they can see on television?
Okay, where's my camera? Where do I hold?
I think it's
showing. So I have the image. I already have the image.
You have the image.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this comic book.
Go ahead, talk about it.
All right, I got this comic book mass produced. A good friend of mine named Lisi, she gave me a lot of creative ideas. Okay. And she connected me to like the right printers and everybody to use. So I printed these books for free. I mean, I printed them, it cost me a lot of money, but I'm giving them out for free to anybody that wants to read and that lives in Connecticut. It's called Urban Beast Hunter. All original superheroes by kids 9 to 12 years. All original. And look at all I got extensive writing in here because you're not gonna just look at the pictures. I made this so you have to really read. And it covers superheroes versus supervillains, but this is diverse, like United Nations. I got kids from all over that worked on this book. 17 of my best students. Okay. No one ever did this before with 17 kids. It took a year to create this book because it's a lot of work went into it. But I made it so to encourage kids to read through art. A kid will read this, Jerry.
Right.
He won't read it if there's no pictures, but a kid, I seen kids pick this up and read it from top to bottom. He couldn't put it down because kids that did this cartoon are his same age.
Okay.
And hey, I put a lot of work, and I'm giving them out to free. Whoever wants them, they can have them for free until it runs out. I'm looking for funding to print more because these things are expensive to print.
Yes, they are. You can look at it, Joe. That color.
And there's a lot of work. So there's a lot of work that's been in this. Have you ever seen this with 17 kids from 9 to 12 years old? You ever seen anything of this quality?
No.
You ever seen any kids create superheroes?
No, not like that.
9 to 12. I'm not talking about adults. And we spent a lot of time. They really did good. And I want to thank Lisi. She helped me get this book back in print because it took a lot of work. And she gives me all the connections, all the printers that I need. She connects me with everybody. And I want to thank her. She's been a real good friend of me.
Praise God.
Well, and also I see it, for the next level, the comic book, but also shows, like Dr. Jerry said that, we produce a television app now you know, that's something maybe, you know, the kids can be creative.
There you go.
You know, but you know, also in the faith-based area with that,
Right.
with the word, because that's key with us now, you know.
Yes.
And the word is very important.
Yes.
So it'd be good for the kids to be able to do a storyline
That's right.
biblically.
That's right. Give them something to do.
And animation.
And Wayne, on that, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
If you can get a group of kids that write, because when I did this comic book, I didn't want to write this. I wanted my kids to come up with the story. Nobody wanted to write either.
Wow.
Nobody wants to read and write. So I had to come up with the storyline. But I said, I want you guys to do it. So you need some good brains for kids that like to write, that don't draw, and kids that like to draw and don't write. You get that group together,
There you go.
and then you go, but you always need funding.
You need funding.
And you need a coach. I was a coach. I was the coach of this. But nobody else is doing this. And it's a lot of work. It took us a year. And I was working full time. I did this at night. Me and my wife, we was working at the school at night while I was working during the day. So I was working 9 hours and have to get to the school and then do all this. It was a lot of work.
So this is actually your business.
This is the book that we did at the school. This is the
okay.
project. Yeah, but I took some of my private school students, and once you did all the drawings, I had to scan them into the computer and lay them out and lay this whole book out at home on my own time, not at the school, on my own time. So work at the school, and then do this book. It was backbreaking. It took a year.
Praise God. Praise God. Well, we have a phone number, 475-227-2170. If anyone wants to give us a call, any questions for my brother Chris Highsmith, is doing a great job working with the kids as well. And also, man, what keeps you encouraged and motivated, brother, you know, to keep doing what you're doing, man?
Life. Here's how I see it.
Go ahead, talk.
You know, sometimes when it snows out and you say, oh man, I don't want to get out in the snow. You know, you see the snow, people get upset when it snows, when it rains.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to get out there and shovel. The man with no legs wish he can get out there and shovel. So my attitude is appreciate the little things in life. You turn on that light switch, you got electricity. Some people ain't got that.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Look at Hurricane Helen. People don't have that. So you got to appreciate the simple things. Okay, I can stand on my feet when I get up. No problem. One day I took my niece to the school with me, to the art school. We walked about 5 blocks. She said, I hate walking. I said, really? I said, the guy with no legs wish he can walk.
That's right.
She never complained again.
Never complain.
Never complained again.
Well, like you said, you got to look at the little things.
The little things in life.
The little
Just
things,
flicking the light switch.
The
Yeah.
things that we take for granted.
You have a roof over here. You got food in your
We take for
refrigerator.
granted every
We take it for
day.
granted. I got sneakers to pull on my feet.
Even got health. I mean, even
Right.
just to wake up in the morning.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, just
There you go.
God's grace give us the breath.
There you go.
of
Just the
life.
simple things in life.
If
That's
you don't give us the breath, we won't even get up.
you take it for granted until it's gone.
Right. Now let's talk about, you said you've been married for
42 years to a
40
woman that has always had my back. And I'm gonna tell you, when I can get up at 3 a.m. to go to work. She'll get up out of bed and say, you want anything to eat? You want breakfast? You know what I mean? Or I can call and say, babe, I lost my keys at Walmart. She will stop what she's doing. She will go to Walmart and look for 3 or 4 hours till she find those keys. She'll do that for me. That is my rock. But don't get it twisted. Let's say I'm in a situation, somebody will start some junk. I said, babe, I got a problem here. She gonna show up with a baseball bat in the left hand and her cell phone calling 911 in the other. She is tougher than me. That is my rock. That's my baby cake. That is my rock.
42 years.
42 years.
And you have a son. You have a son.
And my son is in his 30s, yep. And he does a lot of, he runs his own photography company. And the kid is JuneJizzle.com.
Okay.
JuneJissle.com. That's my son.
And the thing about it though, because you know, God bless the families.
There you go.
You know, and that's one thing, one area the enemy always try to destroy. The first thing is the family. Remember Adam and Eve, you know, Cain and Abel, Seth, that was a family.
There you go.
Right? And the enemy started from day one when he got Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel. He started from day one to destroy the families.
Right.
So it's a blessing, especially with our people, black folks, to see the family together, man.
And
so,
you don't see that so much.
No, you don't see that too much.
And Jerry, I'm glad you mentioned that. We used to go bike riding a lot in the 90s. I used to take all my nieces and nephews and my wife. A young black girl see me come up the street. You know what she asked me? Are you a family? Because I have my wife and me and my son. She asked me, well, we a fun family like she never seen one before. That was it. She said, are you? And I told my wife, she said, are we a family? She didn't know what a family was. And to this day, this was in the 90s, to this day, that's still in my mind.
Wow.
See what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Never seen a family before with a man, a woman, and a child.
Wow. So what's the future plans for Chris? You know, for the remainder of this year and 2025, man. Any special plans for what you do, man?
Listen, just to be the best person I can be. That's all I can say. Just the best person I can be. Everything I do in life is 100%. I told my son, everything you do in life, 100%. When you went to school, Oh, you got that F? Is that 100%? No. Did you study? No. Did you put 100% in? No. He said, Dad, it'll never happen again. 100%. Remember, I started as a high school dropout in the 9th grade. My sister said, Chris, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that education. She said, nah. So when I tried to go to automotive school, they said you need a high school diploma. I said, oh man. I went to the GED classes. It was taking too long, 1 page a night. I took that book home, studied it 12 hours a day, every weekend for a month. Did that GED book, and then I got into that automotive class. I wasn't playing. See that? I learned from my mistakes, but I got better. My sisters tried to tell me. I didn't want to hear it. And that's exactly what I did. I got in that automotive.
I mean, this is a story. You want to say something?
Yeah. We have a comment from our evangelist from our ministry, Michelle Levels. And that's
my niece.
Your niece.
Bingo.
And
that
she
is my
says, you know, that this is her uncle. And he's a good man and a good helper. So, evangelist, we thank you for your comment.
Praise God.
We even have movie days. My niece right there, we all get together and we have so many movie days where we all show up at the movies there. I bought 15 rows of seats one time, 15 seats. And we all sit there, popcorn, my wife comes. Yeah, we have some good times, but nobody did that with me. My mother used to take us to the drive-in theater, but nobody does that anymore, man. Families don't get together and do.
Well, it's too many, like I said, social media, it's too much going on.
Right.
You know, I mean, kids can do what they want to do on the phone. And not only the kids, adults too. I can't blame it on the kids.
Right.
We on our phones too all the time too. So I just can't blame it on the kids. We're on the phone too, just much they are. Maybe do something different.
Right.
But everything right now is too easy. It's easy.
But we blame electronics. Come on, let's be real, y'all.
If
we had electronics, Jerry, if we had electronics when we was kids, we would have been on the social media. We would have done
exactly.
all of us. But we get back.
We're doing it now, though.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why I can't blame the kids.
Right.
Because we're just as bad. Because I'm on my phone. My wife said, you on the phone?
Because it's business. I know, but it's business, though.
Right. But I do want to say something to people. And this is my testimony about grades. I went to Gateway Community College. I'll never forget this. I was going back for my business administration degree, for a associate degree. I was in this marketing class. And I would do every class. The only problem I had was doing the tests. I was never really good at doing a test, never, even in Lehigh. But I was good at comprehending things. As far as learning, I was participating in class. Went to every class, and the guy gave me an F.
Oh my!
He gave me an F because I had a couple scores on the test that wasn't good.
Right.
So I went to the counselor, and she said, "Well, he shouldn't give me an F because he said F is on somebody that don't even try."
Right.
And I'm in every class, sat up front, I had my briefcase,
right.
Talking, boom. And my wife said, well, he didn't like you because I was learning about maybe 5 blacks and then taking that. But then to make a long story short, so I got the F. It took the wind out of my sail a little bit.
Oh, God.
I started my business on Whaley Avenue, Jerry Green's Gospel Music Shop. And they had a seminar at the post office on Washington Avenue, a business seminar. I went to the seminar, and that same teacher was there that gave me the F. He saw me sitting there, and he said, what are you doing here? I said, I started a store on Whaley Avenue, and thanks to your class. Thanks to your class and your marketing class that helped me in marketing.
There you go.
Man, he turned red as an apple. And man, and the other teacher that I had too, she was just, that was a great success story. He couldn't even look at me no more. He felt so guilty, but he motivated me. See what I'm saying? Sometimes a bad situation can motivate a person so much that took me to another level to prove to him and to myself that's what I do now, marketing. Everything is now marketing. But that F was the one that got me to that next level.
Try to discourage you, right?
Because the F was like an A to me.
Right.
Because to him, he felt I wasn't doing it, but he didn't know how much he showed me on that. And then it was funny because they had a recess for lunch.
Right.
So I had my tray, go to eat lunch. He saw me, he grabbed his lunch and took off. So I knew then the guilt ate him up so much because sometimes it takes a bad situation, turn it into a good situation.
And you have to be assertive too, Jerry. You're going to run across roadblocks. We all agree. Right. You're not going to, this is what you do with a roadblock. You either go through that roadblock or you go around. Don't go back.
Right.
That's what you got to do because we all going to encounter roadblocks.
Right. And I always encourage people, just because it's a no today,
there you go.
It might be a yes tomorrow or next week or whatever you got to do, just keep doing it. Stay the course, and don't let nobody, I don't care what they do, don't nobody swerve you off that road. Stay on that road you know, and boom. You know, some people got the fast lane, the middle lane, the slow lane, right? I don't like the fast lane.
Right.
I like to stay in the middle lane so I can be consistent. Because some people get there real fast and then they don't finish the course. All right, so those are words of
And I got
wisdom.
one more thing.
Go ahead, talk about
One more thing. All right, how much time do we got?
You got about 6 minutes.
All right, Jerry, enjoy the ride and chill out for a little bit. Here we go. When I started automotive school, Eli Whitney has a post grad where you can go as an adult to the shop, like plumbing, electrical, and HVAC and all that. So after I got the GED, I went to the school. Now, when I got to school, the teacher it was 12 of us post grad. The teacher, instead of teaching us, he would just walk by us every day. And I wanted to learn automotive. This is why I signed up. And then the next day, he walked by us. So it was 12 of us. Everybody started quitting. And if you complained, they would kick you out because this was a free course. During this time, it was in Hamden. The course was free. I had to go from 8 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. I had a day job working at a frozen bakery product.
Okay.
And I told them, can you put me on third shift so I can go to school? They said, Chris, we don't want to discourage you, but we need you here.
Right.
So you have to make a choice. Your job or school. And I was married at the time to the wife. And I said, I need to get on third shift. They said, we don't have it. I said, you got to add a New Haven register for third shift. I brought the slip in and said, look, this is your ad. Well, Chris, we don't want to discourage you, but you got to make a choice. So I quit the job after being there 7 years. I worked my butt off. I went to school, and then I worked at night part-time. And when I went to the school, the teacher just ignored me. See all these roadblocks, Jerry? What did I say? Go through it or go around it.
Right.
So there was automotive books on the shelf on fuel system. Everything about cars was on the shelf. Every day I would read this. Fuel system, ignition system. I knew every part of a car. So the body shop teacher had a van that didn't run. So my automotive teacher said, Chris, take the analyzer in there. That analyzer was as big as this wall. You never showed me how to use it. Oh, take it in there and diagnose his van. I look like an idiot because I'm rolling it down the hall. He never showed me how to use it, Jerry. I get in the body shop. All the body shop kids are looking, right? The teacher's waiting for me to diagnose his van. I don't even know how to hook it up. So I said, let me hear it. He started up and it wouldn't idle. It would shut off at idle, but above idle would run. And the EGR valve takes exhaust gas during above idle. At idle, if it doesn't, it chokes the engine out. You know how I knew this? Because I read those books on every system. So I'm listening to it and I'm looking at the EGR valve. I said, the EGR valve is stuck. He said, oh, really? Thanks. Right? So when he told the automotive teacher, you taught this guy real good. He gave him credit, the automotive teacher credit.
And you don't want to study the books.
Yep. And I'm the one that did it without his assistant. But see what I mean about being assertive? I've read those books from top to bottom. My wife would tell you, if I don't know something, I'll read it. We didn't have YouTube to look at videos.
Right.
I was determined, and I finished this class. I was determined a year. I had to quit my day job to go to school.
Wow.
You know, if I could just jump in there for 1 second.
Jump all you want, Wayne.
When I, seen you out at LA Fitness, I want to commend you for what you do out there. Because,
thank you.
That equipment, that's some serious equipment. And for training, people are working, using their muscle, their ability, their restraints. And so, and you keep all that together, man. So I just want to give you some props for that.
Appreciate it. It's challenging.
It is. I can imagine, and the equipment, man, you have to be skillful because, it can cause harm to somebody.
There you go.
They're training and working out and using the different levels to build their agility, so, it's a craft. And so I just want to give you your flowers, man. For what you do.
And can I comment on that?
For LA Fitness.
You know what? I really appreciate that, Wayne. Can I comment on that?
Go ahead.
When I started
That's just what the doctor ordered.
When I started this job in 2006, there was nobody in Connecticut to train me. There was no equipment tech. I had to drive from New Haven to New York for 3 months with my own car, tolls, everything.
Wow.
When I first took the job, I said, oh, man, this is a lot. My first day, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. It was pouring out rain. It was dark. I couldn't see. I had to drive to Long Island. On my first day on the job and get trained. And I'm driving, I said, did I make a mistake doing this? And then I'm driving, I got lost in New York. The guy gave me wrong directions. And it was awful. No GPS at the time. Okay. But I did it. I stuck to it and I did it. But it wasn't easy, man.
Okay.
Praise God.
All right. Well, this is Action First broadcast on W.J.R.G radio. And Chris, I just want to tell you, man, you're a blessing.
Appreciate it.
You're a blessing to us, man. like I said, we got another interview coming up.
How you doing, young
How you
man?
doing? How you doing?
You know, and keep up the good work, man. You're very
I'm trying,
talented,
man.
man.
Trying to hold it down, but look, I got a wife right here that has my back. A lot of this is possible because of her.
Oh, without a
She
doubt.
got my back.
Without a doubt.
I don't care what anybody says. She got my back.
I've been married for 38 years. I know it. My wife, she got my back.
There you
She's
go.
there with me every minute. She's the one that give me if I need advice or if I need a second opinion, I go to her because I know she'll give me the straight one.
There
You know,
you
'cause a
go.
lot of people don't say anything. You know, especially if they want to use you, don't say anything. But that's why God
There
gave
you
me a
go.
good wife, brother.
There you
Right?
go. She's my rock. That's what I'm gonna tell you. She's my rock. Right, baby kids? There you go.
All right.
All right.
And keep up the good work. And Dr.
Appreciate
Wayne,
being here.
You want to close
Amen.
it?
Well, listen, at this time, all I have to say, I want to thank you for joining us today on W.J.R.G. Internet radio station and TV
That's
in
right.
Action First broadcast and TV. Praise God. And we're going to have you back, man. I know
There you
it's going
go.
to be an epic moment, man, and we appreciate all that you do and continue to do what you do.
And I appreciate you
for
guys
our
having
youth.
me.
Amen.
Appreciate it.
So at this time, I want to thank you for taking action first. And the way we close is
Say
say
action first.
action
Say
Action
first.
first.
So
Say
say action
Action
first.
All right.
All right.
W.J.R.G. We got another interview coming up next. So I want you to sit back and enjoy on the radio station and also Facebook Live and the Roku channel. We are live tonight on W.J.R.G. All right. All right. Okay. So we're done.
All your sides are good, man. All your sides are good.
It's not recording.
Yeah, can you take this picture?
Ben, can you know how to do it, Ben? She's not confident with taking pictures.
All
Let my
right.
man right here.
Yeah.
I'm not good at doing
That's all right. That's all right. Beautiful right here. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right. One more to make sure. You take the best one. There you go.
All right.
You added a filter on there, right?
Oh, man, you didn't ask me to do all that, man. I ain't a photographer. Your son is.
I was gonna get over here too, man.
All right.
Good. All right, so we good?
Yeah.
We good, bro.
All right, man. Come on.
Put me in the hot seat.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, I see, brother.
That's you.
Hold on, let me stop the music. W.J.R.G. We are Connecticut's #1 gospel internet radio station, and we are back live in the studio once again. I want to thank everyone that's viewing us on Facebook, and also we are on the Roku channel, and also we are doing live on the radio. I need to sit up a little closer for
Sure.
you, Brother Alex.
Sure.
Well, first of all, welcome to W.J.R.G, my brother. God bless you.
Well, thank you for having me. Bless you
All
too.
right, all right, all right. You know, what's my man named Sam? But Sam called me and came by and told me about the play. I was excited, so I'm gonna let you talk about it a little bit. First of all, you from New Haven, number one.
Yes, yes. Well, I was born in Wilson, North Carolina, but
Okay.
I moved in New Haven probably like I was like 3 years old.
So been just
I've
on your
been
whole
here
life.
ever since. Yes, yes. Yeah. All I know about North Carolina is the food and my relatives. That's all. It's all New Haven.
Man.
Yeah.
So what side of town you grew up out in?
I'm an island brother, man. I'm Quinnipiac Project.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Because I was in the hill section,
Yeah.
all
Okay.
my life, and my dad had a store in the Dixon Avenue area.
Okay.
So never too much I couldn't be back, but
Okay. Yeah.
that's all good. Now let's talk about your play, the theater play,
Blood Bond.
Blood Bond.
Yes.
So you're the writer of that play. Talk about that.
I wrote the book. I wrote the novel.
Well, okay.
Yes, and then we turned it into a stage play, and then we also turned it into a film. So
Yeah, Sam was telling me we're gonna get into that, man. How this vision come about, man? The book, the play, and the film. I mean, you're another Tyler Perry. But I do want to say something though.
Go ahead.
When Tyler Perry first had a strong Willie Avenue, it started in '99, we closed in '07.
Okay.
I was the first one and only one selling Tyler Perry when he first came out.
Oh yeah.
Years. Anyway,
Oh wow.
in New England,
How'd you get your hands on it?
I'll tell you, I was funny. I had my store. I was in Stop and Shop.
Okay.
And the lady came up to me, have you heard of Tyler Perry? I said,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
She said, yeah. Then a person called me at the store the next day. I'm looking for a guy named Tyler. He has these plays called Medea's.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
I called my distributor, Central South Distribution. And there was a salesperson there named Peaches. I said, I'm getting these phone calls about a guy named Tyler Perry.
Right.
She said, yeah, he got these plays called Medea's, but they won't let us distribute them, but I'll give you the number. It was
Wow.
AJ Production.
Wow.
I called him up. God bless me. There was nothing but God.
Yeah.
I mean, we set it up when they sent me the plays, and I put out a big ad on WIBC,
Yeah.
and the plays were like hotcakes.
They was going like hotcakes.
They was going like hotcakes.
Yeah, it was. You
Walmart didn't have
gotta remember, it wasn't no movies or nothing. Then it was
Exactly.
just plays. You know?
Right? I mean, I had to leave work to go to the post office because everybody was calling me from Massachusetts.
Okay.
I was putting them in the mail. So I'm just saying. But the point I'm thinking, my daughter does stage plays too. That was Charlotte.
Oh,
I'm saying, man, never despise small beginnings.
yeah, nah.
All right?
Right.
So let's get back to your thing. So what gave you the vision, bro? Come on, talk about that. I'm excited.
Well, I wanted to get in the film industry.
Okay.
Number one, I know I didn't have no connections. I didn't know too much about it or what's what. So I thought maybe I'll start from the ground level.
Okay.
Start with the book. Let the book get some notoriety and let people know about the book or whatever.
Right.
Then go to the stage play. This is all to build momentum to get to the film.
Okay.
And God blessed me to be able to. I have an uncle from California that dibble and dabble with the entertainment, so he kind of helped me write the script, and I was off from there.
Wow. So Family Man and Entertainment, that's your company then?
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you're the president, CEO, and
Yeah, I'm the founder, and
founder?
it originated from it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now this is what I told Sam. We just started our television network.
Okay.
And matter of fact, my pastor just texted me that we are live tonight because we just start kicking it off. Actually, started Tuesday. But we had some technical difficulty Tuesday. Tonight we're live on the Roku channel.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now Sam said to me about your film. I said, man, that's going to be handy because we got a television network.
Yeah.
That we can put your movie on.
Oh wow. Well, we can see with the film. Everybody thinks that a lot of people like to go to what's the name of that Tubi and all the other things. I did the film to go to the film festivals.
Okay.
I'm trying to get on a larger platform. I'm just trying to get noticed, get a bigger budget.
Right.
Get name brand actors.
Right.
And take it from there.
Yeah.
So I am gonna have a viewing, but it's gonna be a select few.
Right.
But now that I'm next to you, and I told you, you know you in the house, though, right? You in the house.
Dr. Wade.
Yeah, as you were saying that, because me and brother Kenny Hampton, CMG Productions, I did some scoring with him on some
music,
film.
oh,
Yeah. And he's connected with the Hoboken Film Festival.
Okay.
Yeah. So they, that'd be a lot of artists you know, that major stream. I think Lion King is one of the producing film companies
Yeah.
that produce.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's how you get on a major platform. You go to them film festivals, make some noise if you're good enough, and that's when people want to come in with bigger money, because our money ain't long enough to get to the top level. You gotta crawl before you walk.
Right.
But let me tell you a funny story about how I got into the writing. I used to run the streets just like everybody else story. And I knew it was enough, and I was tired of that, or what's what. And for those who are Christian believers will believe this and others won't. I sat in my room after I said, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I want to work. I want to do the right thing. God, give me something to validate myself. Like, I love the credentials and the respect you get from the streets, but it's several other legit things that you can get that same level of respect for.
That's right.
So I asked him. I said, you know what? I can't sing. I'm not good with rapping, but I could write a story. I said, Lord, help me and direct me from the ground up to be able to write me a story as powerful. That's when the coldest winter ever was making all this noise. And I wanted to write something that also gives me that effect. And he gave me Blood Bond.
Wow.
Oh wow. So who's some of your members, your casting members? That's
a lot. They're from all over. They're from DC. We got Rodney Moore, that's a native from New Haven. He does a lot. He's involved in a lot. And like I said, the other actors are like from DC, from Jersey, and so we had a casting call and got union actors. You know? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the movie, man. I mean,
powerful.
Okay.
Very powerful. Very powerful. The movie is about forgiveness and redemption.
Forgiveness and redemption.
Yes. I don't want to give it all away, but something tragic happened to a young lady, and for her to be able to move on in life, she had to learn how to forgive. And once she gave her life to Christ and forgave the person, she was able to move on. But the redemption part, because the person that she forgave came back in the story and did something you wouldn't believe. Yeah, very powerful.
Okay, are you the director of the movie too? No.
I just write and help organize, and
all right.
And I'm the producer.
You're the producer of the movie. Yes. Wow. Now, who influenced you growing up, brother Alex? Who influenced you, man? I mean, you see a vision. You saw the vision. Someone say something to you and gave you some good advice, or who influenced you growing up?
Well, you know what though? I mean, before I started this journey with the book, I knocked on several people's doors, man. I met backstage with Spike Lee. One of the what's them brothers' name, man? That do the Comedy Central or whatever. I just went around and talked to people and told them what I was doing, and I was luckily to get my moment with them. But the one that inspired, Tyler. I mean, how can he not?
Oh, yeah, Tyler. Okay. Yep.
How can he not expire?
Well, Tyler, like I said, I told you, man, Tyler Perry started just like everybody else, man.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people I know as well, even in this area, that does stage plays, and things of that magnitude, man. That's because you'd be surprised, man. Plays, people like acting, good acting and stuff.
They love theater.
Yeah. Who's your favorite actor or actress, man? You like today or even when you was growing up?
I'm a Will Smith fan. I love Will.
Yeah, Will, bad boy.
Yeah, I love Will.
Yeah, boy, has some good movies out too.
Yeah.
He has some good movies, man.
Yeah.
Are you an actor?
Yeah, I do a little acting. I'm in the stage play. I got to get in front of the camera and stage. And, I got to do something. Yeah.
Now, if I didn't have be honest with you, I just tell you guys, if I didn't have a stuttering problem, my daughter been doing plays, and she always wanted me to be in her play. Yeah. But when I get nervous, I stutter, and I always kept me out of it. I was like, "No, come on, Dad." So who inspired you growing up, man? Who inspired you, man? I mean, your parents, uncle.
Well, my uncle from California that was in the business, man, kind of influenced me, man. And he's my guiding light to everything I do, man.
Your
His
uncle
name is Ronnie Tyson. He went to Yale. He went to UNC, and he's a great writer, man. So I kind of got a little bit of edge on help on what I do, you know. So my uncle.
Okay, well, where the inspiration come from, man? As far as to write these, like the movie, the book, the play.
I wanted to get in the film industry, and I knew I had a good imagination of writing stories. But the only way to get into the film industry, I know I had to start from the bottom with the books.
I'm proud of that, man. I
Yeah,
really is, man.
the film was the goal, but I you know, you got to go through the layers, man, to get to the top, man. You know, you just can't think you're gonna write a script and shop it out there. You got to build up that momentum. You got to build up that clientele. You got to make that noise, man.
Right. Well, but anyway, if you know, when your film come out, I mean, well, first of all, let's talk about the play again. Let's talk about where it's going to be at, the date, the time. Let's get into that.
Okay, it'll be November.
All right, the name of the play again is Blood Bond.
Yes.
Let's talk about where it's located. We're going to get tickets and stuff like that.
Okay, they can get tickets over our website, www.familymanent.com. The ENT is abbreviated for entertainment.com. You can get tickets from there. You can get tickets at the door.
ENT.
Yeah, www.familymanent.com.
Okay, now what's the time again? It's gonna
It's gonna start at 6:30, November 2nd and 3rd at Town Hall in Hampton, Connecticut.
Hampton, Connecticut.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we rented a commercial on our station every day, and that's good. I just want the people out there to know that's viewing us on television, and also on Facebook Live and on the radio. We're gonna play it back again.
Okay.
So it's gonna be on Facebook all night.
Oh,
also,
we appreciate that.
Also
man.
back
We appreciate that,
on the television,
We
man.
appreciate it.
Wow. Go ahead.
And if they go to the website, they also could see a trailer of the upcoming film and also the book trailer of Blood Bond. So they'll get an idea of what they're coming to see.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give a young man? You know, I don't know how old you are, but you're still kind of young a little bit.
I'm 57.
57. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I'm up there.
Well, you're still a little young, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you got a vision.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give someone who's young and got the same type of drive that's probably afraid to step out, man? You know, because it takes courage, man. I tell people all the time, you can't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, because the fail is what gets you to win, man.
That's right.
Also, just know on your journey, it's gonna seem like you're alone, man. You're not gonna be when you're doing something that people don't understand or don't know how to go about. They're not gonna have anything to encourage you. Where you get your best encouragement is from yourself.
Encourage yourself, brother.
That's it.
That's where you get your best encouragement, man. So you just think you're not alone. A lot of successful people took that same path where everybody said no, but they kept going, and at the end, people say yes.
There you go.
So that's my best advice.
Well, I just want to hop in there 1 minute and put you on the spot. You know, because characters is something when you got to go into a character and come out of the character.
Oh, you're talking about that for a second.
Yeah. Just, come on, just give us a little character. We're gonna put you on the spot, man. Just go into a character.
And you know why it's so funny when he said that? Because my wife and I watch a lot of movies.
Right.
And some of them actors be so good. And I gotta tell her, baby, it's just a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I can look at her face
Yeah.
and I said, when that director say cut, it's over with.
Yeah.
See, but they are so good at what they do that they can make you believe that because like you said, they got into that character.
Yeah.
They made that character who that person, he or she is. But what is it like when going in and out of being a character like that? I never acted.
Right.
So I can't speak on that. Go ahead.
Right. Well, you got to remember, they just didn't pick up their script and just go into that character. That go with a lot of meditating, a lot of studying, a lot of mirror action, and just like anything else, man. And then you got to wear that part's shoes. Whatever your character is, you got to really be that character and know that you're not yourself for that moment.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. This is fun because just like when I see a court scene, in the movies,
Right.
and they're really going at it, well, it's really at the end, it's only a movie.
Right.
They're really right. It's a script. I mean, unless it's a real court case that they're doing and they just are putting it in the film.
But not at that moment. This might be a script to you, but for them, they are that actual character.
That's Dr. Wayne to
Because
say.
if you don't get that in your mind, then how are you gonna convince you that the movie is the movie?
There you go.
Yeah.
So the better you are at that, you become a better actor.
Just like everything else, man.
Like a person can cry, they can cry at the drop of a hat, and when the guy say cut, they can stop them tears.
Well, everybody ain't got that now. That crying on the drop of the dime. It depends what character you got. It's hard to get that role now. I'm not that good now. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you I'm that good. I'm not that good now.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But it's all good, Dr. Wayne. But my man's being real about it. Yeah, but I'm so proud, man. We're glad that our station is a part of your play. And once again,
I appreciate this
Blood Bond and brother Alex Tyson, man. I expect you to be the next Tyler, brother.
Man, no. I gotta be the next Alex.
Why not?
Tyler that had his spot, man. We got Spike, we got Tyler, we got everybody get their chance.
But why not, man? CT, man, you from CT.
That's right. Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not from ATL.
Come on. Got to put CT on the map.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Elm City.
Yeah, but just the fact that you're doing it, man.
Thank you.
You're making it happen.
I appreciate it.
And you got a dream, a vision, and you're making it work.
Well, people like you and platforms like this is how you get to your goal.
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, never despise small beginnings, and whenever look at the outcome of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it might start off a certain way, but you got to keep.
That's right.
Keep it focused.
Keep fighting.
Keep fighting, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So once again, that's the date starts November
2nd and 3rd.
It's going to be
Town
in
Hall. Yeah.
Okay. And once again, we're going to get tickets at.
You can get tickets at our website, www.familymanent.com, or you can go to Town Hall and purchase your tickets at the door.
Okay, and we're gonna keep this up on our television channel for the next couple of days. So we send people to the link. I'll send you the link later on. Okay. So you can send people that they can watch the interview and get more information on this, and also the radio, and it's gonna be on Facebook Live for tonight, brother.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, brother Alex.
Thanks
for coming to W.J.R.G radio, and we appreciate having you, man. You keep up the great work. So, Dr. Wayne, you close us out like you normally do, brother.
All right. Well, listen, at this time, only thing I can say, I want to thank you for stopping by W.J.R.G Internet Radio Station and Action First Broadcast, also W.J.R.G TV and Action First Broadcast TV. And listen, we got to have you back, man.
Yes.
And we got to come on the scene, man. Come on the set. Yeah, come on the set. Do something live on the set.
Well, if you guys want to come to the plate, please let Shane know.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to send that. Without a doubt.
All right.
And also, we're going to set up a StreamYard interview again with him.
Yeah.
Maybe with some of your members either after the play or talking about it. Yeah,
right.
things like that.
Wow. Thank you.
We're going to get it going for you.
Okay, we're going to take that invitation. Thank you.
All right.
I know you will. All right, Dr. Wayne.
Well, listen, the way we close out, only thing I can say, I want to thank you for taking action first with us today. So if you can say that with me, say action first.
Action first.
Yes, sir.
All right. God bless.
All right, then.
We gotta get a picture too, bro. We gotta get a picture, man. Here, Wayne.